In this video I'm going to show you how to promote Clickbank products on Facebook for free. So in today's video I'm going to share with you a number of strategies. I'm going to show you the best ways to set up a Clickbank product promotion. I'm going to share with you my Facebook promotion strategy, and again this is totally for free. Then we're going to go into Facebook and I'm actually going to show you a quick and easy way to segment your Facebook friends lists. Then I'm going to show you how to search for relevant groups within your niche so that you'll be able to join, and then through engaging with the members within those groups, you'll be able to add them to your friends list, and then you'll be able to promote your Clickbank products through using those friends lists. So hey, this is Richard. I'm from the School of Nomads. You can catch me at theschoolofnomads.com. If this is the first time on our channel, please hit the subscribe and the notification bell. And if you find this video useful, please go ahead and hit that like. And if you want to learn a strategy I use every day for making money online, go ahead and check out the link in the description below. So first of all, I want to go through my method for Clickbank product promotion. The very first step is to go and select a Clickbank product. Later on in the video, I'm going to take you through Clickbank and how I go about selecting good products on Clickbank. But essentially, you need to have some interest in the niche that you're going to be promoting on Facebook, because the way that Facebook works is a very social platform, so you need to be able to discuss these topics with other folks and show an interest in these topics before you ever promote anything to them. Make sure that whatever you pick on Clickbank is something that you're interested in. It doesn't need to be something you're wildly passionate about, but at least have enough interest in to be able to engage with others on it. Then you go ahead and build a website. And then the best method is to create a landing page. The reason you create a landing page is you want to be able to capture people's details before they go and see a main product or offer, because it allows you to then communicate them after they've visited the website. Not many people actually buy an offer first time. A landing page is there to capture their details. And if you connect the landing page to an autoresponder, it allows you to follow up with them with emails and other information that you can then share with them more value around the topic, but then drive them back to the product you're trying to promote. So again, by having this landing page, connecting it to your autoresponder, and then creating an email campaign, that process is the one that's going to get you the most success when you're promoting Clickbank products. What doesn't really work is when you try and send people directly to that product, because you've only got one chance then of them buying it. So this process is much more effective because it allows people to join your list, and then it allows you to communicate with them long term. And then lastly, we decide on a traffic source. In this case, our traffic source would be Facebook. So when I pick a product for this particular strategy, that's the only traffic source I use initially. I want to be able to concentrate all my efforts on one traffic source. And then over time, I can add more things like YouTube, Twitter, any other of the social platforms to that. But at least initially, I want to just concentrate on Facebook. So once you've picked that Clickbank product and you've built all of the elements that we discussed, we'll then have our base to go ahead and start promoting that on Facebook. And here's my Facebook promotion strategy that I use. Remember, this is totally free. It does take some work. Any of the free methods that you use on a social platform will take work, at least initially, because you'll be starting with no friends, no followers, no one really looking at your content. So it does take time to build up. Once it does start building up, the momentum is quite exciting, because what happens is you'll get more and more people engaging with your content, and you'll be able to drive more and more traffic back to your offers. So the first step is to create a segmented friends list. When you talk to a lot of people about Facebook promotion, the first concern is they don't really want to be promoting offers to their friends and family. So the easiest thing to do is create segmented friends lists, and this allows you to only post content to certain friends, and then once you have these friends lists segmented, the friends and family friends list will never ever see that content. So it allows you to have very specific friends in certain niches that you can go ahead and post different types of content to. And again, I'm going to go over to Facebook and going to demonstrate exactly how you do this. It's pretty quick and easy, but it is very effective in dividing your various lists off and making sure that you're comfortable when you're posting certain things on Facebook. Second thing you do is join relevant groups in your niche. I'm going to show you a way that you can search on Facebook for folks that are interested in the same topics as your product is that you picked from Clickbank. Step 3 is where we need to start engaging within the group. So you do not go into any of these groups and post your affiliate links at any time. That's not how this process works. This process works by joining these groups, starting to get interested in the topics that they're talking about, and you'll find in these groups there's a lot of questions being asked about certain topics. So what you need to do is be in a position to answer those questions and interact with the folks within that group. And again, I stress, do not spam anyone with your product links. The group itself is not somewhere where you're trying to promote whatever product it is that you're trying to sell. So when you answer a question within that group, you'll have had an interaction with one of the members. So all you need to do is add them as a friend, and once they accept, you then add them to your list that we created in step 1. So it's a case of finding questions, answering those questions, and then once somebody has shown some form of engagement with you, you then go ahead and add them as a friend. Once you've added them as a friend, next time you engage with them, make sure you tag them within your post. What that will do is then they'll notice they've been tagged and they'll be pulled back and they'll remember the fact that they've just been friends with you. It's kind of a nice handshake, and it keeps that relationship building. So every time you post, make sure you tag the friends within that group that'll join your lists. The other thing this does is whenever you have friends on Facebook, the Facebook algorithm knows when you just recently had a new friend on Facebook and that you're interacting. So what happens is your posts immediately get put at the top of their news feeds, and they'll start seeing you coming through their news feeds. Once you start posting on your own timeline to that particular friends list, they'll start noticing your content. And if you want to see this, next time you add another friend on Facebook or you accept a friend request from somebody, go ahead and look at your timeline and you'll start to see their posts come through. And step 6, you need to go and post relevant content to that segmented friends list. So you would post as you normally would on Facebook, but you only post to that segmented friends list, and I'll show you how to do that when we go and do the demonstration. But you need to post a mixture of things to that list. You don't want to be just constantly posting the link to whatever product it is. You want to be posting kind of informative things about the topic, humorous things about the topic, and then the occasional promotional link to say, hey, I found a great product, go check it out. Because this is social media, so social media isn't just going to be constant promotional posts. You need to mix it up a little bit. So then what they see on their timeline as the information's coming from your profile is a mixture of posts which they'll then start engaging with, and you want them to start liking your posts, maybe commenting under your posts. So you can have posts that are questions that people can then go ahead and comment. You could have post surveys. There's all sorts of content that you can go and post, and you want to get that kind of level of engagement going with the folks that are on that list. And then once you have those promotional posts, link back to your landing page or your YouTube channel or whatever you want to do to create some engagement. And in this case, we're going to use a landing page first. And then you want to drive them into some sort of action. So you want to be able to capture their email address, or you want to subscribe to your channel. Some kind of engagement that allows you to further connect with them on an ongoing basis. What you don't want to do is link them directly to the product. As I've said previously, if you do that, that's that chance to communicate with them again lost, because they've hit that link, and if they don't like that product, they'll not hit that link again. If you manage to capture the email address, it gives you an opportunity to, at a later date, maybe promote a different product to them in the same niche. So it allows you to have that ongoing relationship with people. So that's a 7-step strategy. What I want to do now is do a live demo, and I want to go into Facebook initially and show you how to segment those lists. Then we'll go to Clickbank and find some products that we're interested in promoting. Then go back to Facebook and look at the groups and see if we can find any groups in that particular niche. So I've just jumped over to my Facebook profile, and I want to be able to find our friends list. So on the left hand side here for me, you'll be able to find this here which says friends list. If you click on that, this is where all of the lists are which contain your friends currently. So if you want to create a new list, all you need to do, come up here and hit the create list. So the first thing you want to do is create a list for all your friends and family. So you don't want to see any of your promotional type posts. So you can call this anything. You can call this buddies or best friends or whatever you want to do, but just call it something recognizable so it's easy to see when you're posting. So I'm going to call mine buddies, and I'm going to create that, and then you'll see it says here, welcome to Facebook, add friends to list. If you go ahead and click this, all of your existing friends come up, and all you need to do is go ahead and tick all of these that you want to be on that friends list. And once you've done that, just hit finish, and now all of those folks are on that buddies list. Then you come back into the friends list again, hit create lists again, and then this is the list that you want to use for your niche friends list. So those friends that you do want to at some point be promoting to. So all you need to do is call this something, I don't know what my niche would be at the moment, so I'm just going to call this something a little bit more generic, and I'm just going to call this promotion. But if you have something that you're interested in and a niche in mind, just call it that. So again, it's very recognizable and easy to recognize. So you hit create, and again, if you have friends already that currently you want to add to that list, you can add them off this, your friends list here. If you don't, that's the one that you would use to add any new friends in that niche directly there. And the way that you do that is once you've got a new friend, you come over here, you click on them in your friends list, and under here where it's got the arrow friends, there's a drop down. All you need to do is go to add to another list and then find that list that you've just created. So in my case it's promotion. You could tick them on promotion and they would be added to that list. So that's how you segment the friends in the first place. Okay, so when you're ready to post your content, you just come up in the usual way and you would add whatever content you want to post. Here on the news feed, you want to set up a custom privacy list, and what you need to do is you want to share your promotional posts with the list that you set up. So in my case it was promotion, just start typing the name of the list there and you'll see it here. And then I don't want to share this with my buddies list or my friends and family list. So if I set this to buddies and then I save the changes, and then what will happen is whenever this is set to custom, the only people that will see that particular post are the promotional list. So again, not very complex, you just need to separate your friends into two main lists and then set up this custom privacy setting. Once you post anything, whether it be by your mobile phone or by a laptop, all you need to do is hit the custom and that will make sure that your posts only go to the relevant people. Now if you do in the end have several niches that you want to promote, you just set up a different list for each of those niches. So I jumped over to the Clickbank marketplace and you can search Clickbank in a number of ways. You can either find product up here if you have something specific in mind that you want to go ahead and promote, or on the left hand side here there's categories. And each one of these categories there's multiple products underneath. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to go ahead and try and search for something a little bit random and then go back to Facebook and see if there's any groups there. So the other day I was talking to somebody about bearded dragons. I'm not sure how the topic came up, but I came into Clickbank and I was wondering if there was any products in that particular niche. So I'm going to go ahead and search here. And what I want to do is I want to search by gravity because I want to make sure something is actually selling. Gravity is an indication that there are other affiliates selling that product. I want to make sure that something is actually selling. And there seems to be something here called the Bearded Dragon Secret Manual. So if I click on that, so it seems to be like a how-to guide. So if I was interested in promoting this product, I would go ahead and hit promote. There would be your account nickname and you go ahead and generate your hop links. And this is the link that you would use to promote this product. I do have another video called how to promote great products on Clickbank, and this goes into much more detail around how I actually promote this, and it goes through my process in much more detail, and it shows you also how you can mask these links and make them look a lot nicer to share with people. What we don't want to be doing again is directly linking back to this product. We want to be going through a landing page. So this is where you would get your link to go ahead and set up your landing page. What I want to do here is look at this topic, bearded dragons, and go back to Facebook and see if there's any groups on this topic. So if I go ahead and search for bearded dragons, hit the search. Across the top here you'll see you can search for people, photos, videos. I want to search for groups. And then the top one here is interesting. It's Bearded Dragon Owners UK. I'm obviously from the UK, so if I go ahead and hit that. So most of these groups want you to answer some questions before you join them. At the top of each one of these groups, you'll always have a join group button here, and then they'll want you to answer a few questions. I've gone ahead and done that, and then I've waited a few minutes and they've approved me to join this group. So again, I don't have a bearded dragon. I'm just interested in this topic because I was talking about it the other day. And if I go through this group, you want to make sure it's reasonably active because you don't want to be starting to join groups that have got no activity at all. And already I can see here there was a post 5 minutes ago. The admin posted 3 minutes ago, 37 minutes ago. So this is looking like a pretty active group. And what this group are mainly doing is sharing pictures of their bearded dragons. And then here's an interesting one. So this person's saying, is this normal and something they do? Is he gulping the water? He made a weird clicking noise while puffing out his beard. So this person's got a question. So what you would do here is you could go ahead and do a little bit of research and then come back and answer this question. And there's another question here, something around their new bearded dragon spends a lot of its time at the top of its tank. So you could go ahead and answer this. And then once you get a response, like in this case, this lady has answered their question and they've responded to that, you can go ahead and friend that person. So the whole process works by initially friending them, and then once you start posting content in your own timeline, you tag them into that content so that they're then shown that on Facebook, and it'll actually notify them that you've been tagged in a post. So it's like getting someone's attention. They'll immediately see they've been tagged and they can immediately see your post. So what you would do on your timeline is go through and you could have pictures of bearded dragons, you could have useful advice that you've seen on the internet, and all you do is reword it and then put it on your timeline. And then ever so often you could say something like, hey, I just found this great book on bearded dragons, loads of great information in it, go check it out here. Now what you normally do as well when you're looking at posting any kind of links on Facebook is you normally post the link within the comments. You don't actually post it within the post itself. Facebook kind of bans a lot of that stuff because they don't want people coming off the platform. A lot of these platforms don't like affiliate marketing links directly within their posts because they want you to stay on the platform and engage with people on that platform, and then obviously look at their own advertising. So what you need to do is put those kind of links back to your landing page or your YouTube channel, whatever you're going to use, in the actual comments section. So when you do a post that's a promotional post, you would say, hey, go and look at this book, check out the link in the comment below, and then you would just have a comment there that says, here's where that book is. Or you would say something like, if you want to see the information within this book, great book I found, let me know. And then once they say yes, I do want to see it, you can then either send them a private message or you could answer their reply with the link itself. There's a number of ways you can actually engage with people when it's time to come and do promotion. But what I would stress is that you want to do 3-4 general type posts before you ever go ahead and hit them with that promotion post. You don't want to be seen as somebody who's constantly spamming Facebook with promotion posts. The big thing to remember here is it's a social platform. So when you're doing this free method, you want to be as social as possible. So that was one example. Let's just jump back over to Clickbank and look at something else. I want to look at something huge. Again, this is an interesting one because it allowed me to show you a group that's got lots of people asking questions. The only downside of this particular product is that the average sale is a little low and the gravity is a little low. This gravity actually tells me there's affiliates selling this product, so that's a little low for me. Let's go into the games niche. I want to look at something with high gravity in the games niche and see if there's anything, again, we can go ahead and promote. What interests me here? So World of Warcraft is always huge. If I look at Dougie World of Warcraft guides, these are always absolutely huge niches to get into. You do need to have some knowledge and a lot of interest in these niches to be able to engage with people on platforms like Facebook. But if I look at this product yourself and I'm interested in going ahead and promoting this, and come over to Facebook again, look at something like World of Warcraft, and then hit groups and then go ahead and see. So the first thing you'll see is the number of members in that group. So there's 2,900 members in this one, and it's getting around 20 posts a day. This one is huge. World of Warcraft, 111,000 members and 250 posts a day. So that's the kind of groups you want to go for. Ones that have quite a number of members but are getting a high number of posts a day, because it means that they're very active and people are asking a lot of questions, they're posting a lot of content which you can then look at and duplicate on your own timeline and then get people interested in you and the kind of content that you want to post. If you want to go and join one of these, just hit join. You'll need to answer a couple of questions, like World of Warcraft is quite niche and a lot of knowledgeable people within it, so you'll need to answer these questions, but all you need to do is copy and paste these questions, put them in Google, and you'll get answers straight away and you can go ahead and answer these people. So again, this could be a really good one to get into, and it's quite fun. World of Warcraft content is always very, very fun niche to get into. So I just wanted to go through the overall strategy again. From your perspective, you want to be adding friends. You want to be adding those friends to that segmented list that I've already shown you how to do. You want to go ahead and then join those groups and then contribute to those relevant groups with questions, answers, anything else you could think to be as social as possible within those groups. You want to be building those relationships with people. Once you have, you can friend request them, and then go ahead and follow those promotion strategy steps that I showed you previously. And that will allow you to promote to people without being seen as someone who's going to spam them with promotional content all the time. And then on the Facebook side, once you have people on your friends list, you post on your personal wall to that segmented friends list. You post relevant material to that niche. Could be fun things, could be some valuable things like advice, anything that you think would be relevant to that niche. You engage with your new friends. If they answer you, reply back, and you have conversations with them on the platform. And then you just keep building those relationships. The whole idea of this, as it's a free method, is to build those engagements with people so that you don't only need to be promoting that product you've got at the time to them. Over time, you can then promote other things to them or other interesting things that you see, and they'll see you as an expert in the niche, and they're more likely to become your buyers. So your overall content strategy is to post relevant posts, to post valuable posts, be as social as possible, be honest, post things like tips. Any kind of tips and tricks are always good. The intent of those posts, when you start looking at posting those promotional posts, is to drive them back to your landing page, your YouTube channel, a product page. If you've got your own product, that over time, once you become an expert in this niche, you may see the kind of thing on Clickbank and think this is something I can improve on. If you've got your own product, you could be driving them back to your own product page as well. Or it could be a blog where you're giving, again, more information and much more value to them, and they can subscribe to your blog. And then once you had them on them channels, you are then driving them towards your Clickbank product. So I would sign up for somebody's landing page. I would immediately be sent some information, maybe with the which contains that Clickbank product link in it, or I would be immediately sent straight to the sales page once I'd already signed up for the landing page. And then once you're on that landing page, you're on my autoresponder list, and I can then communicate to you as time goes on about various things that I want to broadcast to my lists. So this is the whole engagement model. And I will tell you it takes a bit of time to get going, because you're going to start with no friends and no followers. No one has seen your content. But once, after the first few weeks or months you're doing this, you will start to build a genuine list of people that are potential buyers that actually know you and recognize you and will begin to trust you. So the Facebook exposure outcomes are going to be someone that subscribes to your YouTube channel, someone who joins your email list, someone who can join your messenger bot list. Now I'll talk about messenger bots in later videos, but you can use Messenger as well to promote things to people or show them relevant content. You want them to engage with your content. You want to build that connection. At the end of the day, as an affiliate marketer, you want them to buy from you. But you don't only want them to buy from you once. You want to be able to communicate with them regularly, and any other good products that you see, you want them to buy them as well. So you want to keep that relationship going. So thank you. Hope you found that content useful. Go ahead and check out the link in the description below if you want to see a strategy I use every day for making money online. Any questions on this method, you can find me at richard@schoolofnomads.com. And again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe and notification bell. And please leave me a like and a comment below.